We're going to be really juicy and soft today. So start seated upright. If you have a small block or if you have your pillow, go ahead and set it underneath your sit bones. And let your spine reach up nice and tall, reaching up through the crown of the head. And if it feels good, you can even take the hands onto the body, maybe one at the heart, one at the belly. All of this is optional. Start to bring your awareness into your body, softening through the belly. Noticing the beat of your heart. Attention in your jaw as it starts to soften. Drifting your awareness down to your sit bones. Notice any part of your body that's resting on a surface underneath it. Sit bones are grounded down. The lower legs are relaxed. And as the outside part of your leg finds the earth, allow your hips to soften, letting go of any holding, control, or tension. We're finally here. Savoring a couple more of these belly breaths. Easy inhale. Full exhale. Slowly and deeply. Staying tuned into your body's own rhythm. One more deep breath together. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully. Option to keep your hands on your body or let your palms drop into your lap. This time just inviting movement into the head, into the neck. Lifting and lowering the chin, north and south. Back of the neck stays long as you move. Staying soft, continuing to relax. And then with the head coming back to neutral, turning the chin east and west. And still, the neck remains long. Turning your chin over one shoulder and over the other shoulder. Evening out on both sides. And when you're ready, returning to neutral. This time movement seeps down into the shoulders. Interpreting that cue any way that feels good to you. Maybe making some big rolls with the shoulders or small ones. Option to even include the arms in the movement. Taking some opportunity to appreciate how much mobility we have in the shoulders. Slow and gentle. Couple more breaths here in the shoulders. Just noticing your range of motion and the things that feel good to you. And if all is well and you feel satiated with your exploration of the shoulders, starting to move into the chest, inhaling, lifting your chest skyward, exhaling to curl the back, rounding the spine, inhaling, lifting the chest, exhaling to curl the spine. Continue to move in your own pace, following your own breath. You even have the option of hanging out in one shape or another. And if you like, slowing it down with me, taking the hands out in front of you as you exhale, curling over like a cat, maybe even interlacing the fingers, pressing out, making space between the shoulder blade and the spine. Inhaling into the stickiness that might be in the upper back. One more big inhale here. Full exhale. And on your inhale, lifting through the spine, letting the fingers go. And this time reaching out behind you, interlacing the fingers if it's possible, broadening through the chest. Roll the shoulders back, walking the hands back. Lifting your heart toward the sky. Couple breaths here. Another deep inhale. Letting it go on the exhale. Returning to neutral, maybe taking a big shoulder roll. And with your left hands landing on the earth beside you, lift the right arm up over the head. Exhale, reaching through the right side body nice and long. Big breath here. Willow tree over to the other side. Fingertips land, reaching up and over. This time the left side of the body gets nice and long. Big breath. Exhale, willow tree over. Slow inhale. Exhale, other side. Full flow through both sides one more time. Exhaling it over. And last time. Last side. Beautiful work. Inhale back to neutral. Taking both legs out in front of you. We'll come through our spinal rotation. Reaching the legs long. I'll choose my left leg. Left leg draws in. I'll step over to cross it over my right. I'm turning toward my left leg. Inhaling, spine is tall. Exhaling, I'll twist from my ribs. I'm using my abdominal muscles here. Big breath in. Exhale to settle in. Inhale as my spine gets longer. Exhale as I have the option to go deeper into my rotation if my abdominal muscles can carry me. One more big breath here. On my exhale, I return to neutral. Stepping the leg over, releasing the shape. Same form, other side. This time I'll bend my right knee, step it over my left leg, twisting toward this knee. Inhaling, spine's tall. Exhaling, rotating my ribs. My abdominal muscles do the work. Big breath, spine is tall. Exhale, settling into the shape. Inhale, spine tall. Exhale, option to go deeper. One more breath here. At the bottom of your exhale, gently unwind back to neutral. Uncrossing the legs, getting the kinks out. And you can come to meet me in hands and knees. If you have a pillow that you've been sitting on, just place it off to the side. We'll need it a little bit later. As I come into hands and knees, I'll take one leg, I'll press it back, planting the ball of my foot on the ground, finding a stretch through my lower leg, through my calf. Taking another nice long breath here. One more time just to stay. On an exhale, pressing into the knee that's on the ground, turning that foot out to the side, coming into a side bend here. My lower leg is on the ground. I'll reach my arm long over my head, finding some space along the side body. Another big breath here. On an exhale, gently winding your way out of it. Returning to hands and knees, same shapes on the other side. Other leg presses back. Ball of the foot finds the ground, finding a calf stretch. Couple breaths here. Big, deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully. One more breath here until our transition. On my exhale, I pivot my lower leg out to the side. Palm stays planted on the ground, reaching into my side bend. On an exhale, coming out of it, return to hands and knees. Nice work. From your hands and knees, if you have your blocks nearby, go ahead and grab them. I'll step my left knee forward, coming into low lunge. I'll find my low lunge and I'll soften here, letting my arms remain nice and straight, pressing into my blocks to take my upper body's weight so my extended right hip can relax. Two more breaths here. As the palms press into the blocks, how much can you comfortably soften through the extended hip? We're coming to sit on our rear ends next. If you want to play with it and have some fun, press into your blocks, draw the right knee in, swing it through to sit. If that doesn't work for you, just come and sit. I'm coming into my forward fold on the earth. I'll inhale my spine nice and tall. On my exhale, my heart reaches forward. I'll keep my spine as long as I can. And once I've gone as far as my body will allow me to stretch, I'll gently soften into it by curling my spine. My hands can find the earth, or my hands might just rest on my legs. One more breath here. At the bottom of your exhale, gently roll the spine up nice and tall. We're going back to the shape that we came from. If you'd like to reverse the movement, grab your blocks. Right knee bends up towards your nose. You'll have to bend this left leg too. Full press up and tuck it back. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Come back to hands and knees. We'll move through our cat and cow a couple times before we go on to the next side. As I inhale, my crown and my tail feather lift for the sky. On my exhale, I'll curl the spine, Halloween cat. Inhale, my crown and tail feather up. Exhale, round the spine, Halloween cat. On my inhale, I'll return to a neutral spine. I'm stepping forward with my other leg, my right leg this time. Knee draws close to the nose, and I ease it forward into my low lunge. I'll keep my blocks close. And as I find my low lunge shape, I'll press my palms onto my blocks, taking my upper body's weight. As I do that, I feel the muscles in the front of my left hip start to melt. Without so much weight to stabilize, my body is able to relax. Two more breaths here. We'll come to our seated position again next. As you finish your exhale, tucking the back leg in, woo, pulling it forward, finding your seat. If the tuck through doesn't work, it doesn't matter, just meet us there. I'll reach my spine nice and tall. On my exhale, again, reaching my heart forward, my spine is long. Once I fold it as much as I can, I'll let my spine curl and relax. Letting the hands land where they will. Check in with your body to see where you feel the sensation. We're here for 3 more breaths. Gently rolling the spine back up. We're going to go back where we came from, re-bending the right knee. I'll grab my blocks. And if I'm trying to tuck it through, I'll press into my blocks. My left knee will draw toward my nose, and we'll press it back. Coming all the way back to hands and knees, readjusting yourself. Couple of cat and cows here. Inhale, crown and tail reach for the sky. Exhale, curling it over, Halloween cat. Inhale, crown and tail up. Belly hangs like a cow in a pasture. Exhale and curl. Navel draws in. On an inhale, coming to neutral, and we'll step into a similar shape. The left leg will step forward first. And we're going to come into our lizard. So all that's different for lizard is this front leg is going to heel toe out, maybe twice, depends on the width of your hips. Find a way that works for you. If you'd like to add on to this shape, the right knee bends, the left arm circles up and around, reaching back for the ankle. All of this is optional. Pressing through the right arm to protect the shoulder. See where you feel this stretch. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful work. Releasing your grasp on the ankle, letting the arms circle back and around. And if you'd like to go deeper into this stretch, possibly lowering onto your forearms, I like to use my blocks to bring the earth up a little bit closer to me. Have a relax here. No need to ever go deeper than your body wants to go. One more breath here. And as you release your exhale, press onto your palms or stepping back to hands and knees. Little cat and cow. Inhale, crown and tail up. Exhaling, curling the back. Inhale to come back to neutral. Same shape on the other side. This time the right leg steps forward. I initially find my low lunge, and then I'll heel toe the right foot out to the side, heel toe, and maybe once more, depending on the width of the hips. Same options as last time. Option to bend the back knee and circle the right arm back and around, having an opportunity to stretch the quad and to stretch the right chest muscles. Press through the left arm, keeping the shoulder nice and open. 3 breaths here. At the bottom of your exhale, releasing the shape by releasing the leg, circling the arm back around. Option to go deeper into your lizard shape here. I like to keep my blocks under my forearms. We'll see if this side will allow it. Find the shape that works for your body. In your own time, pressing the hands onto the earth, heel toeing the foot in, and gently stepping back to your hands and knees. We're going to come into a shape that's similar to pigeon, but it's a little bit wonky. I call it the ugly duckling. So I'm taking my left leg and stepping it forward. I'll draw my left knee close to my nose and land the outside of my lower leg on the ground, similar to pigeon. Once I've made my way into this shape, I'll sit my rear end onto the ground and let it get a little bit wonky. If all is well, I'm turning my chest away from my knee and gently walking it out. If I have my block nearby, I can even use it as a pillow. At the bottom of your exhale, Start to walk the hands back up, grabbing your blocks. Press up into your pigeon, holding here for a moment. Two more breaths. One more breath. And on the exhale, press into the palms, return to your hands and knees. We'll make the same shapes on the other side. Ugly duckling, this time with the right knee drawing up close to the nose. Outside of the lower leg lands on the ground. I stop over here in my pigeon momentarily. And then I let my rear end find the earth, ugly duckling. And I open my chest away from my knee. I can start to walk it forward. Again, if I have a block nearby, it can become a pillow. We have 3 breaths here. As you savor your exhale, start to walk it back up. Find your blocks and reach up back into your pigeon. Taking a couple of breaths here before we transition out of it. On my exhale, I'll press back to my hands and knees, lifting my knee up, sliding it back. An option to play with your blocks again. We're coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Pressing into the blocks. If you can draw the legs through, that's fine. If not, just come meet us on your rear end. Widen the legs out. And we'll inhale the spine nice and tall. If you want some added benefit to stretching the chest, taking the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers. We'll inhale the spine tall. On the exhale, reaching out through the heart, lowering toward the earth. Regardless of how far you can go, lifting the hands up toward the sky. And you even have the option of rocking side to side. Maybe swirling from one knee toward the other knee. One more big breath. And gently rolling the spine back up to neutral. Long roll. Releasing the fingers, drawing the legs close to one another. And if you'd like to go back where we came from, we're coming back to hands and knees, pressing your blocks, sliding the legs back. A little bit of acrobatic movement. Coming back to hands and knees, I'm coming into my camel next. So I'll come to sit on my shins. I'm temporarily cut out for the moment. Heel of the hand finds the waistband on the pants. Inhale the spine tall. Exhaling, finding a back bend. Nice and gentle here. On an exhale, tucking the chin, Squeezing the abdominal muscles, pulling everything in, sitting back for your heels, and transitioning onto the ground, moving your blocks out of the way. Little slink and slide down onto the earth, coming onto your belly. We're coming into a position called scorpion. My arms are reaching out like goalposts. They'll stay like this. I'm lying on my chest, arms are goalposts. I'll take my left hand into my left chest. I'll lie my face onto the ground. And then my left hand presses onto the earth. I might even take my left leg like a scorpion tail and gently press myself into it. My chest is facing out toward the left. We're stretching our chest muscles here. My elbow on the ground is bent at 90 degrees. On my exhale, I'll gently slide out of it, coming back to neutral. Both arms return to goalpost, and I'll prepare to make the same shape on the other side. My right palm comes into my right chest. My left arm is on the ground like a goalpost. Elbow is bent at 90 degrees, straight out from my shoulder. I'll press into my right hand and open my chest toward the right. I might even bring my right leg over like a scorpion's tail. On your exhale, gently unwind out of it. From here, palms frame the chest, press back to your child's pose. And when you're ready, walking the hands in, come to sit up on your heels. We're coming into our frog next. Grab your pillow. The edge of your pillow will line up with the front of your knees. Widen your knees out. And when you're ready, start to walk over your pillow. Your pubic bone will land on the edge of your pillow closest to you. Walking out here, lowering onto your pillow. Knees spread out to the side. Maybe you have a block for your head as a pillow. Gently lifting your head. Removing a block from under your forehead if it's there. And with your palms bracing you at your chest, swim out of the position, releasing the legs straight behind you, and gently returning to your child's pose. In your own time, walking the hands in. We're coming onto our backs next. We have two shapes. One of them is going to be our final rest, but the one that we are doing next is an upward facing butterfly shape. I'll keep my pillow and I'll come to sit just in front of my pillow. The soles of my feet seal together like a butterfly. And with my pillow just behind me, I'll start to lie back. If I get down there and my head isn't supported, I'll bring one of my blocks with me so it can serve as a pillow. Rolling back onto my pillow. I need an additional hip cushion here. And then with the arms folded at 90 degrees, let them open up. Let the chest gently open here. Let the whole body soften. Allow the arms to relax. Let the muscles of the chest relax. The hips letting go of any holding, control, tension. Allowing your breaths to be long and slow. Enjoying a couple more breaths there. In a few moments, we'll start to settle in for the final shape of our class together. If your upper body is comfortable as it is, you have the option to stay there. For your lower body, begin to fold the knees in toward one another. As we settle in for our final rest, it'll be uncomfortable to leave the hips open like that. If you would like, you can leave the knees bent, pointed up at the ceiling with the soles of the feet on the ground. Or you might choose to straighten out the legs, as you might do if you were just laying comfortably on the ground. Choose whichever variation works best for you. If you have additional props, blankets, or bolsters around, go ahead and make yourself comfortable. You might choose to lie with a blanket over top of you, or an additional pillow under the knees for your comfort. But wherever you happen to be, begin to take notice of the back of the body, Allow the back of the body to become soft and to feel the support of the earth at your back. Notice the heels of the feet on the ground. Your strong, stable pelvis anchored onto the earth. Your upper back is soft and relaxed. Notice how it melts and surrenders. Even the back of your head is cradled and cushioned. The brow becomes smooth. The eyes relaxed. Your gaze softening behind closed eyelids. Jaw loosens, letting go of any holding, control, or tension. Relaxation through the upper lip. Relaxation through the lower lip. Even the tongue relaxes in your mouth. Drawing your awareness down to the right hand. The right thumb relaxes. Relax the right second finger. Third finger. Fourth finger. And fifth finger. the palm of the right hand, and the back of the right hand. Muscles of the right wrist are soft. The entire right hand lets go of any holding, control, or tension. Softness in the right forearm, the inside of the right elbow, the right upper arm, and the right shoulder. Tracing your awareness along the front of the right shoulder into where it meets your chest. And tracing your awareness along the back of the right shoulder into where it meets your back. Right arm is relaxed and still. Draw your awareness down to the left hand. Left thumb relaxes. Relax the left second finger. Left third finger. Fourth finger. And fifth finger. The palm of the left hand and the back of the left hand. Tiny muscles in the left wrist relax. The left hand lets go of any holding, control, or tension. Softness in the left forearm, the inside of the left elbow, the left upper arm, and the left shoulder. Tracing your awareness along the front of the left shoulder into where it meets your chest. And tracing your awareness along the back of the left shoulder into where it meets your back. The entire left arm is relaxed and still. Both arms are relaxed and still. Awareness down in the feet. 10 toes relax. Arches of the feet become long. Softening through the calves. The strong muscles in the thighs. even along the delicate muscles of the inner thigh. Awareness in the front of the right hip letting go of any holding, control, or tension. Right leg is completely relaxed. Awareness in the front of the left hip letting go of any holding, control, or tension. The left leg is completely relaxed. Both legs completely relaxed. Pelvis is grounded and strong. Softening the muscles of the low back, softening the muscles of the middle back, softening the muscles of the upper back through the tops of the shoulders and along the graceful curve of the back of your neck. Protective muscles in the chest soften. And the muscles of the belly relax. Enjoying your breath as it fills your body, cleansing and refreshing you. Mm. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Beginning again to invite awareness back to the fingers and back to the toes with small, gentle movements. As your breath deepens, I invite you to gently roll onto either side of your body. As you find your way to side recline, you might choose to tuck your knees closer to your chest or extend your grounded arm long against the earth to make a pillow for your head. And with the palm of your top hand, begin to press onto the earth and shift your way to a gentle, upright seat. Take your time making your way, gently reawakening yourself. As we seal in the benefits of our practice together, I'll invite you to seal your palms together, taking your thumbs into your heart, gently bowing your neck, acknowledging your beautiful body, your brilliant mind, and your radiant spirit. We'll close our session together with the common greeting of Namaste. Namaste.